Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I just woke up about half an hour ago. I only had about 4 hours sleep. I'm not surprised. I am not. I've been saying it the last few videos that this is probably going to happen because what I saw from Man United last week. Eric Ten Hag. You know what hug means in my language? Hug. It means shit. I kid you not. It means shit.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We have to react to this absolute beatdown of Man United. Brentford 4, Man United nil. As I said, I am not one bit surprised. I'm surprised maybe by the scoreline, but I'm not surprised by the result of Brentford winning. What I saw from Man United last weekend and what I've been seeing from them, since last season as well, this club is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. I mean, I have to admit what this particular brother said before he left and before he got sacked, so wrongly sacked because he was saying the truth. Went out there, he was a maverick. He said your team needs at least 10 to 11 players gone and 10 to 11 players in. Look at this. Ralph Ragnick speaking about the changes needed at Man United before he left. I love how they've got that, doctor's thing. What do you call a stethoscope? I think. Yeah. Anyway, it's not cosmetic. It's open heart surgery. This is what Ralph Ragnick said. This is I don't even know if firstly, there's only 2 more weeks left. I don't even know how many players you're going to bring in. You can't even convince players. Frankie de Jong, are you watching this? For you to even contemplate, if you are even somewhat contemplating going to Man United, you would be mad. You would be mad. It would be as mad as staying at Barcelona. In fact, actually, staying at Barcelona is probably better because this would be a nightmare for you to go to Man United. Ronaldo, he can't stick around there. You can't. You have to leave. You have to leave now. And with all these players, Ronaldo possibly leaving as well, Frankie de Jong, they're not going to get. Who are they going to convince to come to this team? Look, I'm not having a go at Eric Ten Hag, to be honest. That was a bit of tongue-in-cheek. But by the way, hug in my language does mean shit. Like, I'm not kidding. That's what it means. Eric Ten Hag, like 10 shit. Like, that's what it means. I feel sorry for him. Those owners have let them down. Those owners, they've let down Man United. This isn't something that's just culminated now. This has been the issue with Man United ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left. And this is what happens when you don't have a philosophy, when you don't have the right structure, when you just buy players without even thinking, what the end game is, when you're paying large sums of money. I mean, I just want to show you the lineup. Look at this lineup. Look at this lineup for Man United, ladies and gentlemen. 4-0, Josh Da Silva, Matthias Jensen, Ben Mee, Brian Mbeumo. As I said, I'm not surprised about the result. I'm surprised at how much of a beatdown it is. We'll have a look at the Brentford team very soon. This is the Man United team that lined up. De Gea, Luke Shaw, Martinez, Maguire. Do you see that back four? I kid you not, that's probably relegation side back four. Martinez, I saw a really good video the other day. He shouldn't be a CB, man. I know height, we talk about height, and obviously Jules Koundé had the same scenario. He is getting dominated, but I think at the end of the day, you could overcome that. But for me, I don't think he's a defender. Forget about the height. I don't think he's a defender. Someone said in this video that I watched last week or so, Lisandro Martinez, he would be much better in the midfield as a DM or as someone who can go, I suppose, as an 8. Probably not an 8, as a central midfielder. His ball playing ability will allow to be a lot more free in midfield. I hope you'd think that with his presence they'd be able to build up a lot smoother. But that is, I don't rate Harry Maguire. I don't rate Luke Shaw. I don't rate Delo. And don't forget, people forget about De Gea. His inability to play with the ball from the back is another issue. Bruno Fernandes, I've always said he's a fraud and a half. Another player people don't talk about, Jadon Sancho, he's a flop, man. He's turned out to be a flop, a proper flop. Marcus Rashford. I have to admit, like, I've not watched this game. I literally woke up to see this scoreline. But I'm guessing when you get beat down 4-0, you have not played well. And what I saw against Brighton last weekend as well, you got dominated. Marcus Rashford has been rubbish for a long time. I mean, it's they continue like this. I think they've got Liverpool next, which will be an L, and Liverpool will feast on that. I can't see how they win against. Like, they will struggle against any team. I'm telling you right now, they'll struggle against any team. Wow, what it would look if they're in the relegation battle. Honestly, like, I don't know how many players they're going to be able to bring in. That's the issue. I actually can't see the light at the end of the tunnel for these guys. They're in the proper mud. And as much as I'm enjoying seeing this, I just keep thinking, wow, man, this is how a club should not be run. Owners that don't really care, owners that don't even understand football, owners that bringing in a manager like Ten Hag, and then they're not giving him his players. They're not doing their level best to go out there and do the business. Go out there and get what Ten Hag wants. I think Ten Hag wanted Anthony. He wanted, Frankie de Jong from a long time ago. Just, I don't know. Why haven't you been able to get this player done a long time back? Why have you? And okay, who's your secondary choice? They wanted what's his name, Darwin Nunez, and he's gone to Liverpool. Why haven't you? You're finished. You're finished. You're actually finished. Man United, that's the real truth. Look at this, Erik ten Hag. We have to push each other and bring the demands in because it is not good. I'm just going to enlarge that. It is about taking the responsibility on the pitch. You cannot make such mistakes at our level. You have to be ready for the game and be ready for the battle as individuals and as team. We have to push each other because it's not good enough. And then look at this from Fabrizio Romano tweeted, Erik ten Hag, new signings? Yes. We need new players and quality players. We will try and convince them to join us. Wow, that is madness. Only when we stick together, we will overcome it. The manager is the main responsibility. I'll take that. I mean, look, watch this space. They're going to lose against Liverpool. What they're going to do with Erik ten Hag? What's Erik ten Hag going to do from now to Liverpool? That team, as Ralph Rangnick said, needs at least 10, 11 players gone. Our team's not good enough. It's simply not good enough. And it's a toxic environment. It's a toxic place. Their fans are they've always been very rowdy and always demanding a lot as well, which is right. They should be. This is Man United. It's one of the biggest clubs in world football. Wow. Watch this space. Okay, some Chelsea news now, ladies and gentlemen. We did the watch along for Arsenal versus Leicester. I have to say, that was a proper disaster class from Wesley Fofana. I mean, I'm simply isolating this match. I know he's a talented defender, but some of the things I'm not really liking, like, for example, he apparently, again, after the match, we'll talk about that, he was trying to go straight down the tunnel and Brendan Rodgers stopped him. Brendan Rodgers stopped him and said, hey, your teammates are out there shaking hands with the other players, the opposition players, and trying to thank the, away fans, Leicester fans who've made the travel, and you've absolutely got dominated. Leicester got dominated, man. The 2 goals, okay, the second goal, yeah, that was nice. But the first one, that scoreline flattered them. 4-2 really, really flattered them. They should have beat at least 6-2, 7-2, because Gabriel Jesus with 2 goals, 2 assists. Wow, what a pick in FPL. And some of you guys actually called Jesus a reject, and you didn't want him at Chelsea Football Club. It's mad. He was everywhere in that match. He was everywhere. He was on the right, he was on the left, he was in the middle, he was in midfield, he was everywhere. His goals, the first one was sublime. The second one, man, very, very good. 2 cheeky assists as well. Wesley Fofana, he started off the match on fire. He made a burst forward, and he won the ball. Then he kept continue on. Vardy then put him through, and he almost scored. And I was like, wow, from RCB, that's going to look great. After that, Martinelli took him to the cleaners. Martinelli absolutely tore him a new one. A lot of people have been saying, Miz, his head is gone. Professionally, is that a good thing that his head is gone? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're looking to leave the football club, no problems. I understand that. But I have to say, that, like, it doesn't look good on him. This sort of stuff doesn't look good on him. And I don't know how much of that injury has also impacted. This is why I say, look, he's a very good defender, but 80 million? 80 million is mad. It's really, really mad for Wesley Fofana. Honestly, is. Martinelli at every opportunity was taking him on with ease. Then Fofana got the yellow card, and after that, Fofana was a Mickey Mouse because once he got the yellow card, he was staying away from Martinelli, and Martinelli was looking for him. He was like, "Brother, where are you? I want to come at you." Look, we're probably going to get him because apparently Todd Bowley was at the Emirates, so we're probably going to get him, and I hope he was too erratic. He needs to cool down, calm down. His temperament. You've got to stay focused. We've seen you do well. You know, we remember what you did in your first season, but people forget it's only one season in the Premier League. And then he had that big injury. And now we don't know what the long-term situation is. Maybe he's fully recovered, but you know, is he moving as freely as possible? Do you know what I mean? There's question marks. 18 million, that's incredible amount of money. That is incredible amount of money. That's my only issue. Look, we're probably going to get him, which is fine, and we need someone in RCB. But I hope once he comes to Chelsea Football Club that we start seeing the real Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana headed straight to the tunnel again like last week, but was stopped by Rodgers and told to go to the fans, and he did whilst his teammates still shook hands. You know, just put yourself in the situation. What would you do if this was a Chelsea player and he was doing this sort of stuff? I don't think we would accept that. According to Adrian Kajumba, Wesley Fofana agreed personal terms of around 200k a week. So not only 80 million transfer fee, but you're looking at 200k. And you remember when Marino was around before the sanctions, we struggled to give 200k to Rudiger. Do you know what I mean? All these defenders in world football, we can't say that Wesley Fofana is like top 5 defenders in the world. No, like he's proper good talent. But 80 million, 200k per week. For me, it's way over the top. Way over the top. I know we like this guy. We like the talent. I like the talent as well. But that's just throwing money now. Todd Bowley was at Emirates today, sitting in one of the boxes as he watched on Arsenal versus Leicester who are these guys? MTR Nika. I don't know who they are, but apparently that's the news. Yeah, that Todd Bowley was there. But ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. I think he's still going to be Chelsea player. I think we're going to push for him. That performance is something to forget. Okay, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Todd Bowley is in direct contact with people close to the Aubameyang deal, and Chelsea are preparing the opening bid to Barcelona. Another bid will come for Fofana for the next days. Fabrizio Romano on YouTube. I just want to see what is the latest on Aubameyang. I think this is one that is probably going to happen as well. And do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We need more attackers. We do need attackers. I kid you not. Look at this 4 hours ago. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang deal. Chelsea will be in contact with Barcelona through intermediaries during the weekend to discuss conditions of deal and then decide on first bid. There you go. First bid for Aubameyang. I think this will happen, and it's absolutely not over yet for Wesley Fofana. Chelsea plan is to try again in the next few days. I think they'll. Leicester will take that 80 million. They really will, because Leicester's probably feeling this player's head's gone. We need that 80 million. We're going to do some cosmetic surgery, as Ralph Ragnick said, and they'll buy themselves some defenders. It'll be mad for them not to choose, not to go for that 80 million. If Tuchel really wants Aubameyang, which he clearly does, then we should get him. Kind of convenient for me to say, I will admit, seeing as I always really liked him, but I do get why some fans aren't too excited about it. But get Oba, and our manager is going to be quite happy. Look, the way the way Thomas Tuchel has been talking about Aubameyang in press conferences, where you can see there is that underlining love for this player. And I think this one Sterling needs help. Sterling cannot do all this by himself. Do you know what I mean? Yes, our defense looks good. We'll see. It's going to get tested against Spurs. But we also need cosmetic surgery up front. Sterling is great. Cucurella is going to help us as well from left wing back position. But Aubameyang, we need someone in that box who can finish things off. And look at what Gabriel Jesus did. How we didn't get Gabriel Jesus would have been an absolute perfect player for Thomas Tuchel. Barcelona are open to discuss over a fee for Chelsea target Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Look, yeah, as I said, this is a proper scenario at the moment with Aubameyang. I need him in at Chelsea Football Club. I need someone who's going to bang in goals. Right now, I'm skeptical about our options. I don't mind those options to be backups, and then do your best, challenge, compete, but bring in Aubameyang, someone who's going to bang in goals. Ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps us up. Wow. Man United, what a beatdown. Not surprised. Wesley Fofana, disaster class against Gabriel Martinelli, and Aubameyang. Watch this space. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content tomorrow. We shall see you guys for the Chelsea watch along. Hopefully we get the victory. I'm actually sneakily confident about that. I don't know why, but I feel like we're going to get a 1-0 victory, but we'll see. It is a very, very electric Spurs team, especially in the attack. Until next time, see ya.